But yo, Uzi low-key back on top from that. Like, he kinda, you know, like Cardi took the spotlight. But yo, 2 million, and I'm gonna give that a like 2 million views in like half a day. Bro, it's saucy right now. He's on top. And plus he got like the top YouTuber / streamer Kai in it. That's great promo, all organic. He's a cool dude too, not like forced. He got a little dance to it, and it's super simple. So I'm sure that people can start doing that dance, copying Uzi. They probably already are on TikTok, but you know, I'm not trying to see underage women do their thing on there. I'm a grown man. But yeah, I think, as we've discussed, it would be an opportune time to drop Pink Tape, considering he got all the hype. Plus, you can put that on the album, and you know how first week sales go. If you get like above 200-300K, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Uzi's back!" But yeah, and if you have a poppin' single, you don't necessarily get the streams or sales prior to the album, but like the trajectory of the song, you already know it's popping, so you already have like guaranteed streams. And we all know first week sales are used in marketing, you feel me? And some of these artists are not utilizing that feature, which I know it sucks, but you gotta play the game. I didn't create the rules, somebody else did. But you're right, he could at least hit 150-175K based off just this hype alone. He really gotta do Pink Tape soon. Like, he gotta dress up as like Santa Claus. I know he doesn't want to copy Cardi dropping on Christmas, but dress up as Santa Claus, is getting to the holiday season, but instead of a red suit, put on a pink suit and give everybody a gift of an Uzi album. You're not a vamp, but you are Saint Nicholas. You know, the opposite of Santa Claus, I feel like, is Cardi or Satan. But if you're Uzi has always been like the brighter side. I know he had that like demon aesthetic back in the day, but I feel like he's more of like a light kind of guy. He's like fun. His personality's like upbeat, you know? But yeah, a Christmas drop or a New Year's drop for sure. I feel like that is very Uzi, like New York, especially with this party type song. Damn! If you hit that on New Year's, oh yeah, and the ball just dropped and everybody starts.
Jay donated $1.
Uzi doing over 200K. Whatever Lil Baby got, what did Lil Baby sell with whatever his last album? Lil Baby first week sales, because whatever he does, if Uzi beats that, especially in the day and age where Baby sold 216K with his last project, whatever Baby does, he's known as like the hottest rapper in the game right now, other than, you know, Drake. He's selling 400K, but come on, it's Drake. He's not even a rapper at this point. He's a fucking pop star that just happens to rap. But if Uzi beats him in the age where streaming is hard to come by, or first week sales are hard to come by, and he's not necessarily piggybacking off of the Eternal Take hype, that would show the world that Uzi really not even back. He's here to stay. Like, he is that dude. Because this song got me hyped as shit. You know? It would shut everybody up, including myself. And I was never a guy who was hating on the sales, because Uzi, like, just he's a god when it comes to streaming. He's one of the top dogs, right? He's one of the biggest. Even Kanye said Uzi and Cardi, they're the future, which is just a fact. But if he beats Lil Baby, then all that street little guys, yo, go back into your fucking holes, bruh. 500K, Uzi's not selling 500K. That would be sick though. You don't think this album correlates to Pink Tape hype, or I mean Uzi back? He only made this song because he knew Jersey Philly style music popping right now. Some of the people hyping the song up still not listening to Pink Tape. I agree, but that goes for most singles. Most people who hear the single, like EXO Tour Life, they didn't necessarily listen to Love Is Rage 2 because they're just listening to the radio. They're passively listening to music. However, that increases the amount of people that are going to potentially check out the album. I feel like Uzi kind of been like, you know, chilling back for a little bit, especially while the newer guys come in. Yeet, not necessarily Sofago anymore, because, you know, he kind of took the more independent route. But who else? Lil Baby or whatever. Uzi been in the game for longer than all these people. So ever since Eternal Take, he kind of been like, he did a collab tape with Future, but other than that, he hasn't really done anything. He dropped a couple single music videos, but you're right. I don't think the Jersey Club, it might not even be on the album. I'm just saying, like, hype wise, if he were to put this on the project, and I think he has another snippet that's kind of like another Jersey Club thing, it could work, but who knows? Like, why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, why not use that vibe and put it on Pink Tape? Maybe do some more dance type songs, because that's what Uzi is. He's been dancing since the beginning of his career, you know, like the little shoulder roll. People are talking about that he can't drop in December because of all the Christmas music streaming, but I don't think that Uzi cares. I mean, Cardi did it and didn't face the sales. You're right. Mariah Carey dominates Christmas music with that "All I want for Christmas is you." Yeah, I feel you. But I don't think Uzi's necessarily trying to go for, I feel like in rap, at least in my opinion, it's a very album-centric sales genre. I don't think people really care all too much about like the #1 or top 10 hits or whatever. It's like, did your album go #1? Like, I feel like in pop and other genres, they don't really care about the album sales, or at least I don't talk about them. I don't really care about the analysis of those, so I don't know. Maybe it's the same. But I feel like the album, Uzi could go #1 unless Mariah Carey got a whole fucking album full of Christmas music, and she very well might. I don't know. Or maybe Adele or some other pop singer. So you're right. And I do think it is important when dropping an album or doing your rollout that you keep in mind those sorts of things, because if you lose the #1 spot, especially as Uzi, it doesn't matter the context. Haters will always come out and use that as ammo to say that they fell off. So I agree with you. I mean, I don't know. I'm not in their label. They're probably working through all the logistics of that, but you're right. Maybe it would be prime to do like January, February, March before he goes on tour. And I don't know of anyone dropping in, actually Yeat's dropping in January allegedly, he said in the Complex interview. But other than that, I don't know. I feel like most people try and drop in the summer when more people are free, but Uzi's at the point in his career where it doesn't really matter when he drops. People are gonna listen to it just because it's fucking Uzi, and like it's a guaranteed no misses. Like, you might not love the song, but like he don't make bad songs. Uzi put Futsal Shuffle in that way as bonus tracks on Eternal Take, so it could see him putting songs. Yeah, exactly, that could happen. Like if it's not the same vibe. Yeah, I Want to Rock and Demon High's bonus tracks. But I feel like Uzi actually also dropped a couple songs before Eternal Take, like Sanguine Paradise, and that's a rack, like a whole last year before Eternal Take, and he didn't even put those on there. So it really depends on like the success of the singles, or maybe like the cohesiveness with the theme of the album, you know what I mean? So it just depends on where Pink Tape stands. I don't even know what it's going to sound like. I don't think anybody does. We hear snippets, but remember, Eternal Take, I don't think it had any snippets from the past. It was all on Versus the World 2. I could be wrong though, I don't remember. Still think it's crazy that Juice sold 497K. I think a lot of those were merch bundles, but yeah, still, like, Juice is still a streaming god. If Juice was alive, he would be something like, he would almost be doing Drake numbers. I could see him doing 200K consistently for sure. He's just like that talented, that widely of appealing of music. Like, my girl would be listening to him, all the girls would be listening to him, my friends who don't even listen to, like, they don't keep up with shit, they would definitely listen to it just because it's just like infectious, you know? Like there's nothing about Juice WRLD music that doesn't appeal to people, unless you don't like emo rap. But again, he made music that wasn't necessarily sad. You don't want to hear no Uzi song or dance songs on Pink Tape. That's a sales and stream grab. I feel you. But knowing rap nowadays, he's gonna put 16 to 20 tracks. So if he puts another couple Jersey Club songs, like, that's just a couple, and there's still 15 to whatever more tracks to go. After seeing that Just Wanna Rock video, I can't believe that 21 Savage was really trying to say he competing with Uzi. Nah, facts. The fact that, again, 21 Savage dropping a whole collab tape with Drake and he sold 400K. Bro thought he was him after that. Like, yo, I'm selling 400K, bro. Solo, you ain't touching that. You're not even doing half of that, 21 Savage. And that's no disrespect to him, because I fuck with 21 Savage. But come on, man. Drake was carrying you on that album. I'm not saying like quality wise, but quite literally there was a statistic that Drake was 2/3 of the verses. So what do you expect? It's his project. You just happen to be like a feature that was on a primary artist on it, you know? But yeah, Uzi solos him. Like if they're going solo track versus solo track, it's not even a competition. They both got their own swags to him though. 21 is like 21. But Uzi just more versatile. He, like, a lot of people know 21 Savage because the knife, and he got a couple songs like Bank Account or whatever.